There was a podcaster, Kurt Stone, who loves Disney, and he's not alone. With Lindsay, Judy, and Mama, there isn't much drama, just an enthusiastic and positive tone. The Geekin' on Walt Disney World show, after 5 years, continues to grow. Talking resorts and much food, listener trips are reviewed, and episode 300's a go.
Hey Disney World geeks, Curtis Stone here, and welcome to episode 358 of the Geekin' on Walt Disney World podcast. This week, Travis Detrick comes on the podcast and shares his recent trip to Walt Disney World with his niece. Now, if you've never listened to us before, we've been doing the podcast for over 6 years. I started the podcast with my daughter, Lindsay, and we started talking about Disney World and our own trips. And then we brought on other Disney geeks to tell their trip stories. And I was amazed by a lot of things, but mostly how positive and caring and generous our listeners were. And before too long, they started calling me their podfather. And I guess it's because of the family atmosphere of our podcast, and we've built some amazing relationships with our listeners. I'm so excited they're coming on to tell their trips to Disney World, especially now with the parks reopening after this COVID virus thing. Well, I love featuring them on our show. I'd love to have you on our show. Come on and join us. We get together every day on our private Facebook group, and we welcome you to come join our Geekin' family. Start by going on to our private Facebook group. Keep listening to the podcast, and I want to let you know that we're independent Disney authorized travel agents with Fairy Tale Concierge. So whether you're new to Disney World or you just like chatting with us about your trip ideas, we'd love to be your travel agents and your guides and help you book your room, your fast passes, and dining reservations. Many of our listeners book their trips with us, so contact Mama and Auntie Judy at travelandtiaras@gmail.com or Jennifer Glambos and EJ Cruz on their Little Dole Whips Facebook page. On this episode, I can't believe Travis had never been on the show. He's such an active person on our private Facebook group. He did a lot of video and postings on our private Facebook group when he was down there recently at Disney World. So you're going to hear all about the short lines. Him and his niece are having lots of fun running around the parks, going hard, staying at the Bay Lake Tower, which is not hard at all, not hard to take. One of my favorite resorts. We cover food as usual. 50s Primetime Cafe they tried. Le Cellier, that's one I want to go back to real soon. Chef Mickey's, a little weird doing Chef Mickey's because of the restrictions on buffets, but they also do some quick service like the Backlot Express at Hollywood Studios. A little bit of the food and wine booths. It's a little bit smaller than usual, but they tried that over at Epcot. First time Travis is going on the Tower of Terror, and he does a great job telling some stories, and he has a nice story about helping out a young boy. Well, our geeks are telling us, if you're an experienced Disney World geek and you can tolerate the mask, you're gonna love the safety measures and the low crowds as we're getting back to Disney World. Well, this is one of the later night ones actually that I've ever done. I'm usually a real early morning guy, but if I can get a good guest on the podcast for you guys, I am willing to go the extra mile. And I'm all excited. I am really excited to have this guy on. I can't believe he's never been on the podcast before. I think he's done a Facebook Live with me. He's very active in our private Facebook group. He was really active in the last week, which I want to thank him for doing that and posting lots of live videos because we're all excited to hear what is going on down in Disney World now that they've reopened. And I'm so glad I've had a few geeks already talking about this, and now I got another real special super geek. So let's bring him on. I'm going to introduce him with a few fun facts that he gave me. And I know you can always find him at some point in Pandora in the Flight of Passage. He never misses a chance to have a margarita in Mexico. I know I'd like something about this guy. He always finds time to visit the Flame Tree Barbecue, another one of my favorites. He likes to do that on every trip, and me too. Let's bring him on. Please give a warm Geek and Family welcome to Travis Detrick. Hey, Travis.
Hey, geeks, how are you? Kurt, how are you tonight?
I can't believe you've never been on the podcast before, the official Super Geek podcast.
Well, it is long overdue, I guess. But,
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I'm excited to be here. I'm happy that you asked me to join you.
You're fresh back from a trip to Disney World.
I am fresh back from taking my niece with me to Disney World to help celebrate her graduation from high school and just to go down and just really enjoy being back at the parks, just to celebrate being back at the parks.
Isn't it great? Before we get into that, I want to ask you, what's this love of Pandora and Flight of Passage? Is that like your favorite?
You could say that. You could say that. It's on the top of my list for sure.
What makes it special for you?
What makes it special for me is I actually had the honor of being there when it opened, the weekend that it opened.
Cool.
I just happened to luck into that. About 2 weeks before, I had watched the movie just on a chance and just really fell in love with the movie and all the special effects and everything that went behind the movie. So when I got to Pandora and I saw the floating mountains and I saw all the lights, because at that time I was there at nighttime when it was all lit up.
Oh, nice.
So I got to see all the colors and all the bright lights. And of course, the music is amazing that they play throughout the land. And it's just I think it's very kind of therapeutic in a way. So, of course, taking a ride on the back of a Banshee.
Yeah, can't do that just anywhere.
Yeah, I just really fell in love with the ride and just everything that comes with it. The special effects of the ride really tied into the movie really well. I thought they really did a great job with the ride. And I just kind of fell in love with it and it kind of became my Star Wars, I guess.
Before Star Wars, right?
Before Star Wars, yeah. So I don't know. It's just something about the land. It's just really special to me.
Oh, if you like the outdoors, it's like you say, a beautiful, ecological, wonderful, immersive place, isn't it? It's stunning. Nice.
Yeah, it really is, especially at nighttime. I would recommend, with everything going on right now, they have limited park hours, so you can't do this right now. But when they do go to normal operations, I definitely would recommend everyone have a chance to at least one time to visit the land during the night.
We've heard that. That's not the first time I've heard that. And that's absolutely true. Do it. You got to rope drop it to get on that Flight of Passage sometimes, but you don't want to miss the nighttime for sure.
Yeah. So I of course, I had a great day at Animal Kingdom. I spent a lot of time in Pandora. I was able to do Flight of Passage multiple times.
Nice. Good job.
It was something you can't do on a normal trip. So
did your niece enjoy that?
She did. She really loved it. Yeah, it was the first time that she saw the land, first time that she got on the ride.
Sure.
The last trip that she made, they were actually just still building it or getting ready, to start building it. Oh, yeah.
Awesome. And so this margarita thing, are you just kissing up to the host on that? That's my thing. That's my wife and I, we started that. We talk about that a lot, but I got to tell you though, the one post I did see, maybe I missed something, but I'm pretty sure I saw a frozen mango. That's not the official Geekin' drink. It's the...
It's not. But luckily for me, I redeemed myself and went back later and got a frozen lime. So,
that was just the first one. I get it. I understand.
The first one. Yeah, I had one closer to dinner time because we had kind of a late dinner there too, or whatever. so yeah, I did manage another one of the official frozen lime drink of the Geekin'. Yeah.
Am I right? Is it good or what?
Oh my gosh, it's so good. I usually do like just the original, or like this time I did the mango because I wanted to try it out. A friend of mine had kind of suggested it a little bit, and it was very good. Yeah, the story
behind the frozen lime margarita is just something that my wife, first of all, she was the one before we did the podcast and all that. She would always rave at the consistency and how fantastic that margarita is in Mexico. And we mean that from the bottom of our heart. We both do. Yeah. And I remember I don't know if they even still have this one. They used to have they had the mango. They had that one for a while. And they also had this like rainbow colored one. And I used to try them all. And I got to tell you, I was disappointed. The shtick comes from the disappointment with the rainbow one. I was like, that looks really pretty and fancy and all. But you know what? It just doesn't beat the frozen lime margarita. And I love mango and I love fruity flavors for everything else, but I just love the old standard.
Yeah, and actually, it's funny that you say the kind of a disappointment. I actually, it took a little while for me to kind of warm up to the Night Blossom at.
Oh, really? Oh, no, I love that right from day one. I fell in love with that one. Love at first sight.
Yeah, for me, it did take a couple whacks at it.
All right.
But I do love it now, though.
It's tart. If you like tart, right? That one, the Night Blossom's tart.
That's a tart. Yeah.
So I love that. Yeah, even the regular frozen drinks, I'm a big fan too. Now, I'm a big barbecue guy, so I love seeing this. A little love for the Flame Tree barbecue. So that's a must every Did you get there this time?
We did. Yeah, we sure did. Nice. Yeah, we sure did.
Is it like I remembered it?
It is for sure. It was the one thing that's always that's going on right now with the food at Disney World is a lot of mobile ordering.
Yeah.
You have to do a lot of mobile ordering to avoid waiting in lines and gathering in groups of people.
Yeah, because that can get a long line. That's good no matter what.
Yeah, no doubt. Then you can just grab a table right there by the water. Just watch. We were able to see some of the conclave come by on the water with Pocahontas.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
All the geeks are saying they really love these show ups of the characters, and yeah,
you saw them in every park for sure. In different ways and different characters. They just pop up out of nowhere. They're not scheduled. They're not timed.
I bet they're going to continue. I think they're going to hear from the fans that they're enjoying this. I know they're going to hear this feedback, and they're going to. I got to believe that's something that's going to stick no matter what.
Yeah,
at some level, somehow.
I absolutely hope that they keep that because. It's kind of like a nice little surprise. It's a nice little treat that
we love those surprises. Yeah, the street entertainment. I'm with you. Now, why didn't they do that with characters right before? This is like a brilliant.
It is brilliant, and I love the fact that you have to mobile order your food pretty much everywhere you go. Which really, they should just keep that because it's so nice. Because there was a couple times where we did a mobile order before we were even over to the area. And then when we got closer, we just said, start preparing my food. And then by the time we would actually get there, our food would be ready. So we didn't do a whole lot of waiting for our food that way. So,
well, hey, Travis, what else is kind of a must do for you when you're getting ready to go to Disney World? Those were some two good ones.
Yeah, for sure. A must do for me, probably every single trip is just to make sure you have poncho with you because you get the Florida thunderstorm.
Did you get that? It's summertime.
Yeah, we got that on Thursday for about a good hour while we were in Star Wars land.
Okay.
I thought this is only fitting. A guy that's not a huge Star Wars fan is thunderstorming on him. Yeah, a poncho every time is a must-do, unless you want to spend the money on a Disney poncho, of course. But also, it's a must-do is just making sure you have really comfortable shoes, or maybe even a change of shoes. If you get it, I know my niece, her sandals got really wet, and she was kind of hoping that she had another pair of sandals with her, but just maybe some backup footwear with you.
What were you really, now that we've been closed and you probably had this itchy feeling to get back there, what were you kind of like really excited to do first when you got back to Disney World?
Honestly, probably the first thing for me, really exciting to do, was just to be in the park, just to have the feeling of being there. And just to the smells and the sounds and just the feeling you get when you walk down Main Street, USA.
I think we interviewed Becca and Rachel and Tammy, and they said the exact same thing.
Yeah, and it's so true. And for me, again, it kind of goes back to, obviously my love for Pandora. When I was at Animal Kingdom and I was walking around the corner there towards Pandora and I could start to see the floating mountains, it was just really a great feeling. And it just kind of brings you always back to that first time that you experienced it and the first time you interact with it, or it's just the feeling, I guess, that you have.
That's what us geeks are always saying.
You hear the music, you hear the sounds, you see a character or something, and it brings you always back to that first trip you had, or just it kind of pops up a memory in your brain.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you went last week. How many nights did you stay?
I did. We were there we did 4 park days. We did every park, 1 park per day. We did Hollywood Studio when we first got there, and then we did Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, and then we ended with Epcot.
And you went with your niece. How old was your niece? And
My niece is 19.
Oh, okay. And she used to go to Disney World? It wasn't her first time then?
No, it's definitely not her first time. She's my cohort Disney lover in our family.
Two geeks. Two geeks running around the parks hard, right?
For sure, yeah. Oh, yeah, we did it hard, yeah, for sure. And I was really just thrilled to be able to bring her there and just to kind of help celebrate what had kind of been a tough year for her with her senior year kind of getting wrecked by the virus and stuff. And it was just good to see her smile and laugh. And I was keeping up with her for sure. I had to keep up with her at some points.
I bet you could get a lot done with just the two of you. We
did, for sure. Kind of having a really good plan of how we wanted to hit the rides and kind of I still kind of use a little bit of a plan, even though there was low crowds. I still kind of plan it out a little bit on how we want to, kind of attack the rides and where we're getting our food and stuff. And
so you had a strategy built before you got there.
A little bit. I'm always going to do that probably naturally.
Yeah, right.
No matter what the crowd level looks like, or everybody before the trip was like, "Oh, you won't need that because it's low crowds and it's not." But there's a method to my madness always, and I always try to come up with 2 or 3 plans. I just naturally always do that. So we did well. We did well, friend. We pretty much did all the rides that we wanted to do. We did some rides 2-3 times. So yeah, I mean, Flight of Passage 6 times actually in one day. But
my gosh, obviously you don't have motion sickness.
Well, not all 6 were at one time. I did do 3 one time back to back because in the late afternoon they
that's just hardcore though.
They just asked me if I wanted to stay on because of like a 5-10 minute wait, and I said, "Well,
wow,
I'd like to take a step off and just gather myself for a second."
Were you shocked? When I was shocked. I was talking with again the ladies that were on at Magic Kingdom, and they were saying, I think Seven Dwarfs Mine Train never had a wait over 20 minutes. I think they said to me for the whole day. Did you find that to be true with some of the bigger attractions? The wait lines were like under half hour.
Yeah, so I would agree with that for sure because we did Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. We did it back to back in about 30 minutes.
Wow. Shocking.
That's normally either a rope drop or
even rope drop can be hard. You get trampled doing rope drop and you still kind of get in a line, don't you?
Yeah, for sure. Because what our Magic Kingdom day would have turned out to be is we kind of started in Fantasyland and just kind of worked our way around to the park to each land. Mm-hmm. Just kind of like I typically try to do on a normal touring schedule or whatever you call it.
We do that too. That's been our go-to is that Fantasyland hit first before those little guys get there.
Little guys get there, yeah. Like my little Rugrats that I have.
Before the Rugrats get there.
Yeah. So we did like Peter Pan, we did Small World, we did the Mine Train ride. We were doing Dumbo. I mean, we did it all. Like we just tried to do land by land by land.
I like that plan.
And we tried to do the land by land by land, and we also try to get a snack kind of in each land area. And,
that's a good strategy. I like that strategy.
Even with like stopping, because with the mask rules and everything, you have to actually physically stop to eat something or drink something. You can't kind of do it while you're walking or whatever.
Right.
You have to pull over to the side and do that. But it was fine, and we were just able, like I said, to do pretty much all the attractions that we wanted to do, other than we were kind of bummed the People Mover was not moving. It was down. I don't know if it's still down, but it was down.
I think I remember you. Yeah, that's shocking. That's one bad. There's a downer.
Yeah, that is a downer.
That's a favorite of all the geeks.
Yeah, no doubt. So
true geek.
Yeah. That just seemed to be the strategy we took. Is like each park that we went to, we kind of took it area by area or land by land. And then if we walked onto something, when we got off, we looked, and if it was kind of a walk on again, we just did it again. Because you're never going to really have that again at Disney.
Yeah.
Or at least I don't think you will.
I told you guys he was a super geek. There's a trait right there that separates the other park goers. Hey, let's going in my format here, Travis, where did you stay? What resort?
We stayed at the Bay Lake Tower, something near and dear to your heart.
Why? That's I was. I don't have your notes, but I saw the pictures from the Bay Lake Tower. Nice. Was that the first time staying there?
It was I've stayed there before. It's been a little while.
Okay.
I've definitely stayed there before. So it's been a little bit of a while since I've stayed there, and I loved it. I mean, it was very easy. I did the online check-in like the night before. When it was funny because when we got to the airport, they don't handle your bags anymore on Magical Express, which is fine. It was no big deal. I actually got to learn where the baggage claim was because I've always used Magical Express to have them handle everything, but they're not doing that right now.
Oh, okay. I don't think I knew that. But they do have Magical Express, though.
They do have Magical Express, and it's funny because when we walked up there was not one single person waiting for Magical Express. And we got a bus practically to ourselves.
Wow.
We arrived at about 11 a.m. on Thursday. And it was funny because we walked up and the guy checked us into the Magical Express, and there was a sign there that said, could be up to a 60-minute wait. And I laughed and I said to him,
wait for what?
Well, not today. And he said, well, it could be. And I'm like, I don't think so, because I don't see a single soul around. I kind of did like a little video of the Magical Express area, and It was empty. And we literally walked onto a bus and waited a couple minutes. Another couple got on, and then off we went.
Strange for that hour of day.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, everything, like there were certain points during the trip where I'm like, this is July.
This is weird,
July, and there's
a little eerie.
It was kind of eerie. Our last day when we went to Epcot, we got there right when they opened, and we took a bus to Hollywood Studio, and then we took the Skyliner over to Epcot.
Mm-hmm.
And so that puts your entrance right over by France there. We walked from France to Norway, and we passed more cast members than people.
Ooh, wow. What time of day was that?
At 10:45 when they were opening.
Okay. All right. Well.
And so that was very surreal.
I like those moments, though. I've had those moments even during regular times when you get some land kind of to yourself. Well, now, did you request a room, and what floor were you on Bay Lake Tower?
So we were on the 8th floor.
All right.
And we were on the lakeside.
Yeah, and, I like the lakeside. Which side of the lake? We're towards Contemporary or more towards Magic Kingdom?
More towards the Contemporary.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
That's a good view. You got a good view from your room?
We did. We right over, over the pool, over the lake there, for sure. And then on the opposite side, from the balcony there, you can see the Magic Kingdom castle for sure from a distance.
What is it? Is it the odd number rooms face the outside, if I remember right?
Yeah, so it's odd. Yeah, we had an odd number of rooms and we faced the outside.
That's the trick. If you're asking for a room, try to get one. I like that side. I prefer that. I've stayed actually on the last room on both sides. The people would say, "Oh, you got to get that one near Magic Kingdom because you don't have a Magic Kingdom view, but you can look out your balcony to the left and see the Magic Kingdom." Well, you also see a bunch of trees. You could be blocked by trees to the lake, but I really love that sunrise coming up over the lake with the Contemporary and the monorail, and the pool areas and stuff. And plus, you can look off and you can see Epcot. You can see Everest from there.
You can. If you look really good and really hard enough, you can absolutely see Everest.
Or bring your binoculars like I do.
Binoculars, yeah.
No, that's one of my favorite views, definitely. And
it is, for sure. And I love
resorts.
the fact that I got up every day early enough to see the sunrise and just kind of sit on my balcony and drink my coffee. And
did you do a coffee walk or did you go into the Contemporary?
I went into the Contemporary for sure. I didn't do any official coffee walks, but I definitely took a little stroll around the Contemporary, and like I said, just mainly just kind of sat on my balcony and just love watching the sun go up and then the sun go down at night.
I'll tell you what kind of geek I am. I like to do a little bit of meditation sometime. One time in my mind, I recreated that coffee walk from my room at the Bay Lake Tower to the to the elevator, across the skywalk, and that morning when, like you said, the sun's coming up, you can see the castle from that skywalk, and
Yeah, you sure can.
the monorail's coming in. If it's I love seeing Disney World wake up, especially around the monorail loop. Get my coffee. Yeah, I mean, I'm a fan.
Yeah. Of all the times, speaking of coffee, all the times that I've been to Disney World, I've never actually hit up a Starbucks or whatever in Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
I honestly didn't really know where they were because typically I do my coffee at my resort, get it all done. And then when I get to the parks, I'm focused on the park, or I've got, kids running every direction to go get the characters.
You don't have time for all. Yeah. They haven't been there very long though, Travis. So the Starbucks really are kind of new.
Oh, are they? Okay. Yeah. Well, I was going to say, this was actually my first trip where I actually sought out a Starbucks.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, I've done that now. So that's the first one. That's a first for
That's a good one. Did you get a snack there too?
Just a coffee.
All right.
Yeah. I was so bummed that Gaston's is not open right now.
Whoa, there's another. Boy, that's two. Yeah. That's two strikes.
Yeah. It was a tough day at Magic Kingdom for my favorites because Casey's was closed.
Oh, wow.
Closed,
yeah.
And Gaston's is closed because I always try to do a cinnamon roll.
Cinnamon bun.
Yeah, or cinnamon, yeah, for sure. So
I might have gone for that big donut over at the Starbucks then, if that were the case.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, we had breakfast at the Contemporary, each morning, just a quick service.
Yeah, what'd you think of the Contempo Cafe?
It's good. It's really good.
Yeah,
I've had it before. It's good. It's always a good staple.
I agree.
It does the trick of what you need to do. So yeah, for sure.
So you had, what kind of room did you have at the Bay Lake Tower?
We just had a deluxe studio for me and my niece. She did sleep in the pull-out sofa. We didn't really need anything fancy for us. We just needed somewhere to rest our heads every night and just kind of.
I think Bay Lake Tower is pretty fancy. You got a pretty good location there, dude.
Oh, we did, yeah. We did. The location was. I actually had a room request in. It didn't quite come through, but I was happy with the room that we got. But I kind of made my room request pretty late. I kind of slacked on that, but yeah. So it was really nice.
Did you do that walk? You do that walk over to Magic Kingdom?
We did the walk. Yeah, I sure did.
It's pretty cool, right?
Did. Yeah, it is pretty cool. Yeah, for sure. That's one of the best parts of staying there is just that walk over to Magic Kingdom.
Absolutely. Did you try the pool out?
Yeah, we did. I did a few trips on the slide.
I thought you were going to say cannonballs, but okay.
Oh, well, yeah. I thought about doing one off.
It's kind of tough to do cannonballs when it's 4 feet deep.
It's true. Well, there's the one section kind of that's a little deeper behind the side of the slide, but I'm good. But I took a few trips down the slide for sure.
Summer's a good time to do the pool.
I considered live streaming it, but then I thought about my phone getting wet. So
you did a lot of live streaming.
I did. I tried to do a lot for you guys because I know a lot of people are missing it, and a lot of people are just kind of wondering what's going on or how it's going. And so I just tried to bring a little bit to you guys. I hope it all
absolutely
came well. And
thank you so much. And I was trying to sign on as much as I could with you. Of course, I was working though, Travis, when half the time you were having fun.
Yeah.
How was the transportation?
The transportation was good and bad.
Sounds typical Disney.
Yeah, typical Disney.
There's some good stuff and some bad stuff.
Yeah, hurry up and wait. It seemed to be really well in the morning when we first were going to the parks and leaving and everything. But then it did seem to get a little bit longer wait in the afternoons for a bus to get back if you wanted to take a break or whatever. And the situation or the transportation was really bad trying to go to Disney Springs.
Okay.
We just ended up just doing a lift there and a lift back.
Okay.
Just because the wait was just forever.
Maybe not running as many as they. It's pretty tough. It's got to be pretty tough to try to manage this situation.
It is, and it's tough when you can only do 6 groups of parties on a bus.
Okay. Yeah, that too.
They literally have numbers on the bus 1 through 6, and each party is given the driver comes out and the driver actually seats you. You don't really just get them just randomly sit. he actually gives you a number to sit on. And so with only 6 parties, it's about 18 to 20 people, maybe 20 to 25 people on a bus at a time.
Sure.
We did a combination of just lift and just, like I said, the buses in the mornings were pretty consistently good. The buses to come back or to take breaks or in the evening were they're horrible. They're just slow.
Yeah. Gotcha. Skyliner probably worked pretty good for you.
It did. Yeah. We bussed over to Hollywood Studios and then we caught the Skyliner. That was the first time I got to do the Skyliner.
Sure. What'd you think of the Skyliner?
It was good. I survived.
Are you scared?
I was a little nervous, but I was okay though. I mean, they moved well. I mean, they didn't get too hot. They do have some open ventilation to it or whatever. I was kind of worried about this being hot, but it was all right. But it was still pretty early in the morning when I did it though. So
yeah, they're not air conditioning, but they got a good airflow going through.
They do, and it's just. It just makes me a little nervous when they stop because, I know they break down sometimes. And I'm like, okay, we need to just keep moving.
A little disconcerting here. How long are we going to be here?
You're just kind of hanging over water.
Hanging over the alligator-infested waters.
Yeah. So, but we did good. We liked it. It was fun. It was fine. We did that, and then, basically just I guess we kind of used a little bit of every transportation. We used our own. We used buses. We used Skyliner. We did one time on the evening, I believe that we took the monorail back to Magic Kingdom, just because my niece wanted to do the monorail. I think it was in the evening that we did that one time.
That was running good?
It was running good. No problems, no issues.
Awesome.
So, yeah, definitely.
So one of my favorite questions, Travis, is what did you eat? Did you guys do any sit-down restaurants?
We sure did. Yeah.
All right.
When we were at Hollywood Studio, we did 50's Primetime Cafe.
Very good.
Yeah, we got the meatloaf and the green beans, and my niece got some chicken.
How's Mama doing?
She's good.
She's cooking good?
She's cooking good. She's coming out giving everybody hell, She got on me about my elbows.
I was going to say, you didn't put your elbows on the table, did you?
I did it just to see if they would catch me, But
tell me you finished your vegetables.
I know, right? They got on my niece a little bit for not finishing her corn.
Didn't you tell her? You should have told her. You got to finish your vegetables.
They're going to get on you. They're going to get on you. She was really tickled pink that they had like the black and white TVs, And,
she'd never been there before?
Never been.
Yeah, it's a favorite of ours. It's always been a favorite.
It's always a good one, man.
Good food, good fun.
The ice cream sundae at the end, of course. Yeah, I do the ice cream.
So the staff was playing it up?
Yeah, they were, for sure. Yeah, definitely.
Any good desserts there?
Yeah, we got the ice cream sundaes at the end.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah. So we did that, and then we had we did Le Cellier in Epcot.
Nice. I love it. That's one of the ones I'm dying. I think I said that in one of the podcasts. When I go back,
it was the best steak I've ever had in my entire life.
Thank God. I've heard some complaints over the years of my podcast, but I don't know. I loved it. It's been a while, like I said, that I've been there.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So what was so good about Le Cellier?
Well, first of all, the atmosphere was really awesome. Like, it was just like, it was definitely somewhere to go if you want, just kind of a really relaxed environment and just a kind of a chill environment. And just, they make you really feel at home. And part of the deal there is just relax and just chill and just be there to have a great meal. And so,
did you get the filet mignon?
I did. I did.
My gosh, you're so much like me. This is spooky.
That's right.
This is like spooky, dude.
Hey, being in the group for 2.5 years.
I've brainwashed you.
It would. Oh my gosh, the steak though. I still to this day. I mean,
it's mouth-watering.
Yeah,
for sure. What do they put on it? Is it like a butter on top, or what's?
It's like a combination of like a butter and like just seasoning that they put on it, and just
I'm dying.
Just the way they cook it to hold in the flavor and everything. Like, normally I'm kind of a medium well kind of guy.
Okay.
And they kind of had recommended going a little bit
medium.
Lower. Yeah, kind of a medium. And I was super nervous about it, but I was like, okay, I'm going to trust you. I'm so glad.
Melted in your mouth, right?
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Oh my God, you're killing me. Did you have some poutine?
I did.
Did you really?
Disney Springs, yes.
Oh, not at Le Cellier, but they have it there.
No, I know they have it there too.
But you saw the booth and you went, I know that from the podcast.
Exactly. No, I actually caught some at Disney Springs.
Yeah.
And it was pretty good because like I live in Boring, Ohio, right? And there we don't have things like great seafood and lobster and
or poutine.
Yeah, exactly. So I was telling my friends about it, and they're like, "It's good there. It's all right." I'm like, "It's more than all right. It's pretty good." But I got to remember where I live and everything. So no, it was good. I'm glad I found. I was kind of seeking it out a little bit, and I found it at Disney Springs.
Outstanding. Good job. You're doing.
Yeah. I'm kind of a sucker still to Chef Mickey's, even though there's no chef or no Mickey. No, but it was good for what their intention was. The family style breakfast. Now,
okay.
There's certainly no buffet there.
No buffet. Okay.
And there's certainly no characters. That's why I say no chef.
Convenient, really convenient for staying at the Bay Lake Tower.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we did it because it was right there where we stayed. We had all the Mickey waffles that you can want. And, just the eggs.
That was a good idea. Yeah.
It was. We had like an 8:30 reservation, and we, you kind of have to mobile check in, and I did that while I was up at the room, and then by the time I got down there, our table was ready, so we had no wait.
Yeah.
And so
they had a regular menu, or it was family style.
It's a family style. Yeah, it's a family style.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what was in the family buckets?
Yeah. So they bring out a little bit of pastries to start you off with. So they still have some pastry options in the beginning, and then they'll bring you like your eggs and bacon and sausage and Mickey waffles, not Mickey pancakes,
cinnamon buns, cinnamon rolls.
In the pastry option for sure.
There you go. Can't go wrong with that.
If whatever you needed more of, they would just bring it to you.
Cool.
Yeah, I think the cost is like $25 per person.
Okay.
It might be. Like, I thought it was fair for what we got because we did eat quite
chowed down.
We chowed down on the Mickey waffles for sure. I can put those away pretty good. But
good, you're doing great here. This is only 4 days, right? Did you have more food?
Yeah. Well, pretty much the only food that we had after that point was just kind of like quick service.
Yeah. Any favorites for quick service that were open?
Yeah, so we did Backlot Express at Hollywood Studio.
Yeah, what'd you think? I had a good experience there last time I was there.
I really always have a good time there. I really do.
Yeah, what'd you like there?
Yeah, I always get the burgers. The bacon cheeseburger with you can put like some of the strawed onions on it and stuff. And
right.
Some of the sauce that you can put on and everything. The cheese sauce is always good, right? And
you had me at cheese, but I know what you're saying.
Yeah. I usually take a little bit of that cheese sauce and kind of mix it with a little barbecue sauce, and that's kind of the sauce that I use.
Oh, you got a special recipe.
Yeah, a little bit. That's kind of my.
Well, they probably didn't have the fixin' bar then, too, either, right?
They did not actually. They just had packets of like ketchup and stuff.
Right.
And again, mobile ordering. You just mobile order, and then when you're ready to go, you just go get your food, and then you can sit. They have the tables marked off, social distance wise. That way you're not sitting on beside each other or on top of each other. So that's good. It was kind of weird though to like when you got a drink, you had actually the cast member would fill the drink for you and then give it to you.
Right.
They wouldn't let you fill your own drinks or whatever. And so we did that one. We did Backlot Express. We hit some of the food and wine booths when we were at Epcot.
Okay.
Because food and wine is going on right now.
That seems weird in the summer.
Yeah, it started actually July 15th, believe it or not.
I thought they weren't going to do it at all. Is it limited or what's the deal?
It's a very limited. I wouldn't even call it the official food and wine. It's a limited version of food and wine for sure, yeah.
But there was probably something there that caught your eye and stomach.
Yeah, for sure. I mostly was just hitting all the sweets for some reason.
Oh, you like this guy sweet tooth, huh?
Yeah, I definitely hit like the amazing. I spent some more time in France this time, so I hit up some pastries and. That's
a good idea.
Yeah, I always got to stop in Germany. And get my caramels.
Oh, okay, that's a must do.
Yeah, for
caramel
sure.
corn or just the candies or
candy, yeah. Well, both sometimes, but I just did the candy this time.
All right,
So,
fresh.
Always get me a good pretzel and beer, for sure. Definitely.
There are so many things in the World Showcase, right? That
yeah. I mean, I could spend a whole day probably.
I could spend my whole vacation there, I think.
Yeah, really. I think so, too. I could just eat my way around the showcase.
Something is always there to please.
Yeah. Other than that, I'm happy to report that I avoided all Dole Whips at all costs. So,
are you a Citrus Swirl guy?
I am a Citrus Swirl guy.
Look at this. Sure. I mean, he is like everything that no wonder.
I am not a Dole Whip guy at all.
Wow, so, look at that, all you Dole Whip people. See? You got two Citrus Swirl guys here.
I'm telling you,
all together.
Right way to go.
Did you have a couple of those Citrus Swirls?
I had a few. Yeah, sure.
Now, you told me you did snacks like in every land or something. What's some of your favorite snacks?
Yeah, for sure. Like that was I did a lot of the snacking in Epcot. I mean, just because of all the great countries and everything. But when I was at Animal Kingdom, I mean, I always try to hit up Pongu Pongu, and I always try to hit up, obviously Flame Tree Barbecue. And when I'm in the Magic Kingdom, Epcot, I'm always hitting up Sunshine Seasons in the land.
Oh yeah, did you get something?
That's my go-to.
That's a favorite of a lot of people. What did you have over there?
Me and my niece actually split some nacho, or like this nacho thing that had like beef and pork on it, and cheese, and all kinds of goodness.
I don't remember seeing that at the Sunshine Season.
It's kind of like they had it kind of going for like the festival time or so. It was kind of it was definitely not like a standard menu item.
I'm a huge nacho. That's my go-to over at Mexican Pavilions, the nachos.
Yeah,
so I'm with you there, or just about anywhere that I find it good.
Yeah, and then she got some type of sandwich with it or something.
All right.
But I always try to hit up Sunshine Seasons.
That's a good one. We do too. Yeah, big favorite of Mama and Judy.
I try to hit that right after I do Soarin', or right before Soarin'.
Yeah, that works out well. If you rope drop Soarin' and then that Sunshine Seasons, and it's all staring at you with the land ride. That's a good morning start. Yeah, you gotta kill a few hours before the margarita stand opens up at 11, right?
Exactly.
You gotta do something.
Yeah. You gotta do something and
kill the time.
Of course, I always pay a visit to my buddy, my purple buddy Figment. I always pay him a visit.
You do like to go see what Figment's up to, yeah?
I do.
He's got a good imagination.
He does. He does. When he wants to, right? I've actually gotten stuck on that ride one time. But yeah, it was fun. The nice thing that they were kind of doing at Epcot over by that area, they had like a grassy area where they had Joy running around. They had Winnie Pooh chasing butterflies.
Oh, cool.
Just little character things, again, that just kind of pop up.
I was going to say, yeah. Any other good pop-ups at Epcot?
Yeah, just kind of a lookout for like, Joy and sometimes, Winnie the Pooh was there kind of chasing butterflies with his net, of course. And at Magic Kingdom over in Tomorrowland, we saw Stitch and we saw Buzz Lightyear over in Tomorrowland. They had kind of like a stage set up near like Carousel Progress where they would come out and you can like social distance selfie picture or whatever.
All right.
With them. So, I mean, they're trying to still do something with the characters and still trying to do it. And I saw, kids still, reacting excited about it, even though they couldn't go up and hug them or meet them. The kids were still getting excited about it and stuff and waving to them. And
is the magic still there, Travis?
Magic is there. It's just in a different way. It's a more creative way, the more outside the box way. You know what I mean?
Cool. I'm not surprised.
So they really have tried to do a great job of that. They could have came out and said, "Hey, look, we just can't do characters, at any point." I'm sorry, but they've come up with ways to still incorporate the characters throughout the park by the little conclaves that they do and the little surprise.
Got to carry on. I love it.
Yeah.
Hey, so tell me, did you guys do anything for the first time besides poutine?
Poutine? I've done poutine before there. For me, I had a first ride on Tower of Terror.
Get out!
I've never done that until this trip.
Why not?
I've always just been scared.
All right. So now that you've conquered your fear, will you ride it again?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Tell Judy.
I'll tell you what, though, the first time I rode that, my first ride, I was nervous the whole time. I mean, I kept my niece kept laughing at me because she's done it. It's one of her favorites, and she was sitting next to me, and she was like, drop, and I was like, don't stop it. I was trying to figure out when the drop would come, and I never could figure it out. But it's okay.
Well, it's more than just a drop, right? They force you up too, right?
They push you up, yeah, for sure. They
catch air,
push you up and down for 3 or 4 times, I think it is.
Yeah,
but just a little music that plays, kind of gets in your head, a little.
Oh yeah, great atmosphere.
Oh yeah, for sure. I definitely want to go back now that sometimes so I can do like the little pre-show thing that they do because there's none of the rides have like any of the pre-show like shticks to them or whatever.
Oh really? They skipped it.
They skip.
Oh, because there's a room there that they kind of get you in.
Right, and so any ride or attraction has like a little show before they're just skipping that.
Oh, okay.
They're just trying to keep people.
Yeah, you definitely. Well, now that you've beat your fear, now that you've beat it, I'm proud of you, Travis. You shouldn't have been afraid of that one.
I faced it. I did it.
Did you have other rides there that you were?
Yeah, so I don't know why. It's become like a running joke with me in Disney World, I guess, but I really don't know why. I still have yet to take a journey down the river of Navi and Pandora. Like I have every intention on every trip, but
you just haven't done it.
Flight of Passage just sucks me in, man. And
oh my gosh, that's
just
that's a shame for your love for that. Holy cow! Really, you're surprising me here. Yeah, you got to do that.
I had every intention to do it, but then it just turned into kind of a Flight of Passage.
Someone's like, "Hey, you want to go one more time on Flight of Passage?"
I know, and the cast member's like, "He can go again if he wants to." I'm like, "Okay."
Oh my gosh, you got to do that.
I'm like, okay, I think I'm done.
My gosh.
But I mean, I really can't explain it. It's weird, right?
That is weird.
Because I'm such a huge fan, but I know I've seen videos, I've seen people talk about it, but
oh my gosh, you gotta make that a priority.
Yeah, and it's weird because I mean I just had every intention to do it, but then I wanted to do Everest. I wanted to do...
Especially for all the rides you were able to do with just the two of you there.
Yeah, for sure. It wasn't like it was a long wait, and I was like, wow.
Oh, even on a regular, it's usually not too bad. I've never had to wait.
Not too bad, yeah. I really can't. I don't have a good explanation for it.
All right.
So another...
more first?
Well, not really a first, but it's been a first for a long time. Like, I'm not the biggest Small World fan. I would probably say I'm not a fan really at all, but I know that's blasphemy. I hadn't done it for a couple of years, but I definitely got on it. I got on it for a variety of reasons, but I definitely did it just because it's such a classic.
Yeah.
And I feel like you have to do it when you go to New Zealand. I guess
it's required.
Suffer through the song. I don't know, but no, I'm just teasing. There's some really good friends of mine that love it. And I just kind of did like a live for them. That way they could watch it. And see
okay.
It. So you're welcome on that, guys.
My story, I had to ride it twice in a row during the Kessler run.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The G3.
The G3? Yeah.
That was the ride. So yeah, it's not Flight of Passage. I get that you want to ride it a second time. It's Small World.
Yeah. My biggest fear in life is getting stuck on that ride.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
The song is going and going and going. But no. So it had been about 2 or 3 years since I'd done that ride, and so it's kind of a welcome back, I guess.
Did you enjoy it? Have you warmed up?
It was all right.
You're all right.
It was all right. I was happy to do it because it meant that I was there and it meant I was in the park and
it's classic Disney, right?
It is classic Disney. Yeah, you can't.
You're a fan.
You can't really go wrong in anything classic Disney.
Exactly. Well, hey, tell me, did you splurge on anything?
I mean, I guess our dinner at Los Celieres was kind of a splurge. It was definitely pricey. It was a little bit of a splurge.
That's true.
I'm kind of a bad guy though when I go to Disney World, because I get there and then I turn into this person that just has to buy every merchandise that he sees, right?
Oh yeah, what'd you buy?
What didn't I buy, really?
Oh, no kidding. You brought home.
I think I had 8 bags.
Wow. What'd you get? What do you?
They were all for me. They were not all for me.
Stuff. You like to collect stuff? Yeah, you had kids to buy for?
Yeah, I got a couple kids that I got to buy. Everybody's like, those are all your bags. But I have some kids, so I brought them a couple things. And I had some friends that I got some stuff for. I picked up a couple things for some people that were looking for certain things.
Yeah.
But I walked away personally with, I'm a big coffee mug guy.
All right.
So
I understand that problem.
Yeah, exactly. I walked away with a new Pirates Caribbean mug.
Nice.
They're pretty cool. This is terrible because I've never done the ride, but I actually got a glow-in-the-dark Navi River Journey coffee mug that glows in the dark.
So you got the mug, but you've not been on the ride yet. Now that's really strange.
It is strange. Well, they put it right there, right when you come out of a flight of passage in the gift shop with everything else. I'm like, well, I gotta buy this because it glows in the dark.
Oh.
I mean, who doesn't need a glow in the dark coffee mug?
That's cool.
I bought a couple shirts, just some class. I found a good classic Pinocchio shirt. I'm a big Pinocchio fan.
All right.
And they were still selling the Flower and Garden merchandise. They still had some left over at Epcot, so I got a shirt.
Nice.
And
marked down.
Yeah, so I don't know, among other things that I bought. So
good deal.
But yeah, I did take care of my kids though. I did bring in some stuff home because they were asking why were they not there. I just told them I had to go to Disney World. I got to help Mickey and Minnie get ready for our trip in March.
All right, you're gonna bring them back in March. Well,
yeah, we had a trip canceled twice on us this year, so I'm hoping to take them next year.
Perfect. Well, you seem to be a good storyteller, Travis. You got any good stories from this trip?
There's a pretty good story that I can share. I think it's good enough to share. We were at Magic Kingdom, and we had just gotten off of Pirates of the Caribbean. And my niece and I, we were talking about the ride and just how cool it is and how they did a really great job with incorporating the movie and everything into the ride. I always feel like
Jack Sparrow kind of stuff.
Yeah. I had actually gotten like a pretty cool Pirates of the Caribbean, like kind of like a little placard thing. It has like the logo on it, and it's something that like you could sit on a dresser or just a little. It's a collectible, I guess you would call it. As we were walking out, there was a boy who was probably about the age of my oldest, about 9-10 years old. Mm-hmm. He was really, really scared of the ride. He wanted to do it. He kept telling his mom, like I could hear him in the gift shop, do it. And he really, really wanted to do it. And but he was scared, and he was really scared. And
he was afraid of the pirates?
Well, I think he was just kind of afraid of the darkness and just maybe the sounds. Like I think he might have even been a little bit possibly on the autism spectrum, maybe a little bit. But but so near and dear to my heart because of my daughter is my oldest one is on the autism spectrum, and I can kind of sense maybe that was what's going on. Like my daughter will do anything in the world up to the point where it's time to do it, and she's like, "Nope, I'm scared." So
Sure.
I kind of sensed that, and I just kind of went over to the dad and I talked to him for a little while, and I said, "Why don't you go on the ride with us, and I'll sit by your son because I kind of have, I just kind of have a sense of how to kind of get him through it because I got my daughter through like." Yeah. Peter Pan once because she, again, kind of a dark ride or whatever, got the sounds and stuff. And I kind of talked her through it, and she loves that ride now.
Nice.
And so we went on this ride with this mom and dad and this boy, and he sat next to me the whole time just to keep him calm or whatever. I just was talking to him the whole time about the movie and about the characters and about what happened in the movie.
Yeah, you calmed his nerves.
and I pointed out like stuff on the ride, like, hey, remember that from the one movie, or hey, remember that from, there's the one guy that firing the cannons, and remember that from the movie.
So he knew the movies.
Yeah, well, that just to keep him talking and just keep his mind off of. Like,
yeah, good idea.
Don't allow him to be sitting around being afraid.
Yeah.
So
kept him busy.
So it kept him really busy. He loved it by the time we were done.
Nice.
He loved it. The parents were like, "Oh my gosh, I can't thank you so much." And I was like, "It's no problem."
Their first time at Disney World, you think?
It was actually their second time at Disney World.
Okay.
They hadn't been in a while, and I think they were just a little bit overwhelmed anyway.
Okay.
And I actually took a few minutes afterwards just to kind of give them some other tips and stuff, and other ways to use the My Disney Experience app and everything.
You're coaching them up. You're a good guy, Travis. Nice work, pal.
Yeah, I try to be, man. And I just kind of saw it in his eye, and I was just like, if I can help this guy with his son somehow, like, be able to do this, like, because I could tell he really wanted to do it. I could just, and I didn't want him to not be able to do it if he really wanted to do it.
Those are great moments at Disney World when you interact with another guest and you, in this case, help them out. It could be just, they might be there for the first time, but in this case, you went over way above and beyond. And that is a great story. Good job. Yeah.
Thanks. And like I said, I didn't really see it as a big deal, honestly, because I just wanted him to have fun. And it just kind of reminded me of my daughter a little bit.
Sure. Beautiful. Good job. I know what you mean. I got to tell you, I don't know what you're going to do here. So far, you've been doing really good, but did you find anything that was overrated on this trip?
Overrated? I thought some of the transportation at times was overrated.
Good answer.
Yeah. No. I mean, overrated. Like, I still don't see why people are so enamored by Test Track.
Oh,
I never
okay.
really have gotten that. I've never really. I know it's probably blasphemy. I'm probably gonna find my way. You're
gonna be in trouble.
Into this.
I saw a question on Facebook today. What do you like better, the old Test Track or the new Test Track?
I don't know. I don't really like.
You're not a big fan of it.
I'm just not. I don't really.
You're not a car guy.
Not really. No. Yeah. No, not really. I mean, I get the idea. Like, you get to build your own car or whatever. Or you get to, but I don't know.
The race around the track.
I mean, I have go-karts here that I can do. I mean, I'm not trying to call it a go-kart or nothing, but like, I don't know. All
right. Test Track doesn't.
Yeah, not really.
Do it for you. What's underrated then?
I feel like, that there is certain parts of like Magic Kingdom that are still very underrated, like the Tiki Room. I feel like is very underrated.
All right. I'm a big fan of the Tiki Room.
I love the Tiki Room, and nobody really ever talks about it. I know you're a big fan of Country Bear. I'm a pretty big fan of Country Bear. Now, I'm not probably as big as you.
I like all the fun stuff like that,
but just
classic Walt Disney.
The classic Walt Disney. You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like a lot of people give enough love sometimes to Haunted Mansion.
Oh, wow.
I don't feel like a lot of people give a lot of love sometimes to the other parts of Hollywood Studios sometimes, like the Rock and Roll Roller Coaster.
Oh, okay.
I know that they've talked, a lot about retheming it or getting another band or something or another person to do the ride. But I mean, I love the Aerosmith.
Well, and, you're talking my era, so
yeah, for sure. But
I wouldn't be happy if they took out Steven Tyler.
Yeah, for sure. Like, yeah,
I've been a big fan.
I mean, the big. Well, I mean, of course, I don't really. It's not underrated or overrated, but it was definitely one of the highlights of the trip. Was my multiple trips that I got to take down the plunge at Splash Mountain through my laughing place.
Oh yes,
I'm my laughing place again because being rethemed soon. Well, soonish, I guess.
Did you buy anything in the gift shop, or is it all?
There's no merchandise.
It's all hawked already.
All hawked. eBay.
Oh my gosh! Already.
eBay.
It's gone.
eBay. Yeah, like I think as soon as the parks opened, that first couple of days, people were going out in bags.
That's amazing.
That is amazing. That they did that. B, that Disney would let that happen.
Yeah, they don't seem to police that at all.
Yeah, it's
gone. It's gone.
We got to do our laughing place. We got to find our laughing place.
I love that one. What do you think of the transition they're going to make there?
Well, I definitely am anxious to see how it all turns out. I don't really know if it's a good fit for Tiana to be in Frontierland with a mountain theme, but I definitely think she deserves absolutely.
People love that movie.
Yeah, people do.
Yeah, and
she absolutely deserves something there. I definitely think that she deserves like a ride, or I'm just not sure how well it'll fit in with Frontierland, but I have no doubt they'll make it amazing. I'm really sad to see Splash Mountain go. It's my childhood.
I know. I'm so on the fence of the tradition. My wife, boy, she don't like change. she's like,
I'm not. When they announced,
just build another ride. Why do you gotta ruin our?
Well, that's been my thinking. Like almost every day is like, wow. I get that they want to bring her into the parks.
Add a ride.
Absolutely deserves that.
Yeah.
But build her own ride. Why do you got to gut out my favorite ride?
It's probably gonna be closed for a long time too. That's the other thing.
Well, yeah,
it is my favorite ride too. I mean, it's still going to have, like you said, it'll still have the water. I'm sure it'll still have the water attraction, obviously, the drop and all those things. There was something adorable and cute of that whole theme.
Yeah.
I don't know. You can top it. The song, the way people messed up the song, didn't understand what they were saying. There's just so many.
Oh, for sure. Like
indelible traits of that thing.
Telling you what, the lyrics that I've heard some people translate is
we've had a lot of fun over the years on that. So
yeah,
I don't know.
Like I definitely, thought like when I first, heard it, like, how are you doing? Well, pretty good. I'll show you my bone. I'm like, show you my bone? Like, what?
I know.
But then I looked up the lyrics. I'm like, oh wait, that's not what.
I know. Well, the whole final song too, and the excitement of that's a great song. So I don't know. I don't want to be a downer because I do like change to some degree, but that one I'm having a hard time with.
It's tough for me because that ride came around 93, 94-ish, something like that. And that's like one of the first trips I took as Disney World was, back when I was in high school, back when I was a kid.
I know.
And now it's just, I was like going, and I'm like, I don't like that either. Like, when they announced it, like, I was really upset. Like, just because, I definitely think that she deserves a restaurant. She deserves a ride.
Oh, I think, the movie and the whole scenery, everything about it.
I just don't know why. I get the Song of the South stuff, but I just, the ride to me is just funny, cute. The music is funny, cute.
Exactly.
The little characters running around, the rabbit, the fox,
the whole thing's great. All right, we're going to move on. Hey, tell me, did you learn anything new on this trip?
That's funny because, for me, this trip was, again, it was very different because of the environment we're in right now, the situation we're in with the
absolutely
virus. And I actually took more time, and I always should do this because these people are amazing and they do a great job every day when they come to the park, and they have to be there.
Yeah.
The cast members.
How were the interactions with the cast members?
Yeah, the cast members were amazing. I just took time to thank them for being there, thank them for coming to work. They don't have to be there. They don't, and I hope that everyone is kind to them. I hope everyone treats them with all the respect that they deserve.
That would be nice, wouldn't it? That is one of my pet peeves when anyone's mean, especially to people that work as hard as they do. Boy, that gets under my skin. So I'm glad to hear you say that.
So I got to learn more about the people that run the magic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think. You're preaching to the choir here, but
I just took more time if I had the time, just to talk to them and just to get them to know more as people, because I kind of, when you're running around, when you're going to this fast pass, this dining, oh my God, we got to get over here. Oh my God, we got to get over here.
We talk about that a lot too on the podcast, the cast members, but yeah, take some time to slow down, talk to some guests, get a conversation going, with a cast member. But even now, I understand that being even more precious.
And another thing that I learned was there's some really amazing cues while you're waiting for rides. I've never even seen before because I always do a fast pass.
That's true.
Like this was my first time going through the queue at Flight of Passage, because I always do a fast pass.
Right.
So I never saw the queue, and it's really cool. It's really neat.
Absolutely.
I got to see the queue for like Peter Pan.
Yeah. Definitely got to do that one.
Ride.
Seven Dwarfs. Both of those are good ones. Yeah.
I got to see the queue. Not that it's really an amazing queue, but I got to see the queue for like Slinky Dog and like just things that I always fast pass, and I never see the regular line.
Yeah. Great point.
And so I got to see more of it, and some of the queues are really, really awesome. Yeah, for sure.
Good job. Anything go different? I don't know if you did much planning, but anything kind of go sideways or different than you planned?
I would say for me, the couple mishits that I had, I guess, were probably just the way I did Disney Springs. I kind of underestimated Disney Springs a little bit. I thought that it would be more like the park environment where there wouldn't be a lot of people there. There were a lot of people there.
Yeah, I've heard that.
And so it got a little bit dicey at times in certain areas of Disney Spring.
What time of day were you there?
I was there mid to late evening, both times that I did it.
Okay.
And I think partially because, with the parks having such limited hours, there's really nowhere else to go at night after a certain point. So everybody maybe goes to Disney Springs. Plus, obviously if you're local and you want something to do, you might go to Disney Springs. But
yeah,
I mean, they definitely had all the measures there, the temperature checks, the mask and everything. But it just felt a little bit more not as
controlled.
Strict. Yeah, as the parks and resorts.
Besides that, overall, you're feeling safety-wise going on this trip. Where are you at?
I felt really safe.
Yeah.
I did. Every time that you would go into a ride, they'd have a sanitizer and soap station or whatever. Every time you got off the ride, they had a sanitizer, soap machine. They had them throughout the parks and other places. The cast members clean all the vehicles in between the rides. Sometimes they'll even stop the ride for 5 or 10 minutes so they can do like a deep cleaning of the rides. And they'll tell you that we are stopped right now due to deep cleaning measures. We will resume the ride in 5 to 10 minutes. They would announce that. They had markers everywhere on the ground to keep 6 feet away. People did a great job for the most part of, just policing themselves and doing that. Sometimes in certain turns or corners, it would get a little tight. I thought everybody did a really great job, though, of just kind of policing themselves and just really, doing a great job of that.
So you wouldn't have any reservations going back then?
I would not. No, definitely not. Now, it is a situation that, I had reservations for my family in August, but I chose to cancel them because of my small children.
Yeah.
Only because I don't think that they would do the mask well in the heat and keep it on all the time like they're supposed to. They would probably, I have a little one that would probably pull on it or whatever.
Mm-hmm. You guys made out all right with the masks?
We did. Yeah. We did. I brought a lot of them. I would switch them out from time to time just to make sure I had a clean one or whatever. I did cloth. I did, the medical ones. The medical ones seem to be a little easier to breathe in and a little bit cooler.
Okay.
Than the cloth ones. I was planning honestly to do a neck gaiter, but then they didn't allow that.
Oh, okay.
So they don't allow that. That was my first intention before we went on our trip, but then a couple days before we left, they said no neck gaiters.
Okay.
I had to go with just a traditional mask. But, after a little while, I just kind of got used to it.
I know. I'm kind of getting used to it, even just doing my errands around town now.
We definitely took advantage of some of the relaxation zones, though, where we could just go and kind of sit and take our mask off for a little while, drink something. We definitely did that. Everybody did it. I mean, there was children there for sure, and they all the children that I observed, for the most part, were had their mask on, good and everything. But there were times where some of the kids were kind of running around with no mask at times. But
kids being kids, you mean?
Yeah, exactly. Kids being kids, exactly. But there was plenty of cast members there watching people and making hey, pull your mask up or whatever.
So what do you think? What are you going to now, Travis? What would you do differently? What are you going to do on your next trip, Travis? I know something. Navi River ride. Please ride the Navi River.
Please ride that ride. Yeah, I know, right? Like that should be the very
first. Put that on the must-do list.
I know. I know. I'm kind of disappointed in myself, honestly, because I've been there multiple times now, and I've just never made it over there. I really don't have a valid reason for it.
You gonna do anything different next time you go?
Obviously, we're always gonna try to do maybe some different food options, obviously, or the next trip I'm gonna try to plan on staying at either Copper Creek or Poly from the next trip, because we own at Copper Creek as well as Bay Lake or whatever. So
beautiful.
I've got two contracts going. I think for me, my next intended trip is in March. You never know when the pop-up surprise trips might happen. But my next intended trips is in March with my family and my kids.
Right.
And so I'm definitely looking forward to getting my kids back there, and hopefully by then there will be at least some decent character meets that they can do, like actually get closer to the characters, hopefully.
Yeah.
And be able to see them. But I thought about that when I was there. Like what if they were there and they were doing okay with the mask, would they like the characters the way it is? And I think they would be okay with it, honestly, as long as they could see them and wave hi to them. I really think my oldest would be okay if she didn't get to meet them or hug them.
Okay.
My little one is kind of a hugger, so she might be a little disappointed about that.
Yeah, me too.
I don't, as far as doing anything different, I mean, I'm always looking for the next good snack, right?
That's it. Well, I hope we can get back to hugging. I'm going to miss that part too. But, well, let's finish off with this. Any advice, either because of this time or just in general going to Disney World from Travis?
I think my biggest probably advice, I know this might sound a little bit crazy, but honestly, if you've never been to Disney World and you are looking to plan like a trip of a lifetime, I probably would not go this year just because of all the closures and restrictions. But if you're a true geek and you got it well versed, like all of us do, and you plan on going back many times, I would go as fast as you could, because the crowd levels, who knows if they're going to stay the way they are. I really thought we were going to be in trouble not being able to make fast passes. I thought we're going to wait forever.
You didn't believe it till you saw it, right?
Exactly. And
this can't be real.
I definitely, if you're comfortable in the mask and you feel comfortable enough to where you can go out and you feel, just comfortable, I guess,
right,
in your environment, then it's something that you should do for sure. Because
I'm hearing that from you guys that I've interviewed so far, and it all makes sense to me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I've been back home now for a few days, and
it's calling your name already.
Well, that of course it's always calling my name. Right? But I think Disney World is somewhat kind of safer than some place. Up until recently in our state, it wasn't a requirement that you had to wear a mask, so people were still at grocery stores without masks and Walmarts without masks.
That makes sense, though. Yeah, the bubble is kind of got it down They're doing it well.
Yeah, kind of the Disney bubble. Yeah, so
doing it right. Well, I guess they're taking care of the NBA players too.
Yeah, they get the parks at night. I don't know if I like that.
Oh, do they? Okay.
Yeah, they get to access the park at night as one of their little perks or whatever.
Interesting. I didn't hear that. Yeah. Travis, you just did. I'm not surprised, but that was an awesome trip report.
Well, thanks. I hope I did okay.
I thought you did absolutely awesome. I'm glad to get this perspective at this time.
Yeah.
And I'm so sad that I didn't have you on. We'll have you on more. We'll have to make up for all the missed times. Let me know.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Well, anytime, Kurt.
Get you on a round table. You're always welcome here at this.
Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate being asked, and I'm humbled for sure. And
we're gonna get you in the Super Geek group on Facebook too.
Yeah. Well, I got to make my way up the rankings there a little bit, but I'm definitely humbled, and I'm glad that you asked me, and I'm thrilled to do it.
Thank you, buddy, and let me know when you go back in March. We'll get you back on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Stay in touch. Stay active.
Thank you, sir. You too. Geeks, be well.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Thanks, Travis, for coming on the podcast. I love hearing these trip reports now that Disney World is open. I hope you're getting lots of great information, and you're getting excited, too, that the parks are back open. Thanks to Wendy Fox for that intro from a year ago, because I've been doing the podcast for 6 years now, but kind of appropriate that Wendy did the intro. I always look back about a year if I don't have a newer intro, and we're getting together with Wendy next week. Mom and Judy and I, Ken, we're going up to New York State in Albany. If you'd like to meet up with us next Sunday, August 30th, we're going up to meet up with Wendy. She's got a little geek meet 2.0, she calls it. It's going to be safe, socially distanced. You can meet up outside at a large pavilion. We're going to have a little cookout, picnic style meal, a little Disney Family Feud, Disney trivia, your most geeky attire award too. So hopefully you can come out and see us, get hold of Wendy or myself, and so we know that you're coming. And if you want to do an intro for us, they're fun, easy to create, and I'll just put them on the air for you if you send them to me. And I can suggest that you just tell us your name, where you're from, a fun Disney World fact about yourself. And then you go geeking on Walt Disney World with Curtis and the whole Geekin family. Email them to me, kurt.stone@geekinonwdw.com. February 2021 is the Geekin Family Reunion in Disney World. We'll be there on Thursday, February 18th. We're going to be at Magic Kingdom. And then February 19th, a Friday in Hollywood Studios. Saturday, February 20th in Magic Kingdom. Then the big picture time over at Epcot. Sunday, February 21 of 2021 in Epcot. Get that big picture taken. I see some folks planning their airfare already, so I'm excited that we're putting this together, and we're going to be down there in February of 2020 and during the wintertime in Florida and Disney World. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys. I know some of you will be running the Disney Half Marathon, the Princess Marathon, so looking forward to see your medals on Sunday, February 21st in the parks. Book your trip with your travel agents, Mama, Judy, Jennifer, and EJ. We'd love to see you down there next year in February. Thanks so much, you guys, for being Patreon supporters. Patreon.com/geekinonwdw. You can donate a monthly contribution to the show. I'm so pleased and happy for everyone that does that for me. Thank you so much. I got a new live recording coming out this week. It's going to have a long coffee walk, too, down at Old Key West, and there's some other park audio. So look for that, guys, coming out this week. And again, thanks for being Patreon supporters. I really appreciate you doing that. I got 48 Patreons that support us on a weekly basis. Again, thank you so much. Don't forget your travel agents, Mama, Auntie Judy, travelandtiaras@gmail.com. Get your trips booked. EJ and Jennifer at their little Dole Whips page. We are authorized Disney planning agency through Fairy Tale Concierge. Look out for the new episodes of the podcast coming out. Joe and Angela from the Enchanted Ears podcast. They had me on, and Lindsay, just for a few minutes. We recorded something for them, and then I said, Joe and Angie, come on the show, and they're going to be on next week on our podcast. So go listen to their show. You'll hear me and Lindsay talk about some movies, rating some of those Renaissance time movies. And so you'll hear our favorites for that. Go listen to the Enchanted Ears with Joe and Angela. And then listen to them on our podcast this coming week. I interviewed 2 people this week. Jeff Opolka, another person I can't believe had never been on the show. He was down in the Disney World for, I think it was 4 nights. And Jeff McCartney was down there about a week with him and Barry. So Jeff McCartney comes back on the show. So you'll hear more trip reports of the park reopenings. I'm so glad you guys have come to join us on our podcast. Thanks again for going geeking on Walt Disney World with us. We really appreciate you listening and geeking with us every single day. Come on, join us in our private Facebook group. We love you, geeks. Have a magical day, and I hope all your dreams come true. Push the record button now just so I don't forget. Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
You've never been, have you ever been a guest on the podcast?
I never have.
I didn't think so. That's bizarre.
That's all right. Just a fellow supporter.
Yeah, I don't know. You've been very active, so
I try.
You're the hardest working guy to get on the podcast that I ever had. Big contributor, and it's a shame.
I try to be. I also try to lay in the weeds sometimes, though, and just kind of observe.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have any notes from I guess I'm winging it this time, but that's okay.
I'm sorry.
I think I can wing it. I'm going to wing it. You just surprised me with all the glory.
I'm prepared for answers.
All right. That's all that matters, I guess. I just can't lead you on.
No, that's okay.
You know what? Speaking of that, just one second here. In preparing, I put this over here. I didn't put my questions in here. It's like, I should be ready. But I got them right here. Pop those in there. Then I'll be ready to go. Bump up my font for my old eyes. I'm good. How you been?
I've been doing good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Was this a good trip?
It was a great trip.
Awesome.
It was
I'd like to hear that.
Very different from any other trip that I've ever been on.
Oh, good. Well, we'll get all that coming up here.
Yeah.
All right, Travis, I guess you're ready to go. You're a professional.
I'm ready to go.
Just going to get my screens going here. You know what? I can't actually. No. Oh, no, I can't do that. It's all right. I don't want to spend. I should have got that ready. I got 2 monitors. If you see me looking up, because I've got
no worries.
2 monitors. Oh, so when I introduce you, you know how the show goes with the 3 fun facts. So thanks for those. Yeah. And the only thing after I say, please give a warm geek and family welcome to and your last name is Detrick. Just make sure.
Detrick, yeah.
Detrick. Make sure I'm pronouncing that right.
Detrick, yeah.
It looks pretty obvious, but I just want to make sure. So I'll introduce you, and then give me a second there, and you'll hear after I introduce you.
Yeah, no problem.
Then you can say, "Hey, geeks," and that kind of thing. But I add that live now with my new Rodecaster Pro.
Nice.
That's the one thing I've added in there live, at least. All right. You ready, Travis?
Yeah.
Or Jackie D, as I should.
Jackie D, yeah.
As you're called here.
That's awesome.
All right, let's do it.
All right, buddy.
Good job. That is a good recording.
All right, buddy.
That was a lot of fun.
Thank you so much, Kurt, man. It was fun to talk about.
I appreciate it. And I think people are really enjoying getting back to trip reports, especially hearing.
Yeah, it's my favorite. Yeah, one of my favorite. There's been some really great ones, too, the last couple months, man.
Oh, well,
yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like the ones that you put out on Patreon, too, or whatever. And
oh, my live ones?
Yeah, for sure.
You like my live recordings?
I always like the live recordings for sure because it's live, man. It's happening.
I'm gonna put one out too. I think I'm gonna. If it's not tomorrow, it'll be Friday. I'll tell you what's gonna be on it. Let's see my notes here. I think it's heavy. Did I write it down? Here it is. It's heavy on in-park attraction audio. Mickey's PhilharMagic. Carousel of Progress, catch a dance party parade in Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
We're walking to get citrus swirls. We're talking and walking. And then the Enchanted Tiki Room. So,
there you go. Perfect.
So it's a heavy. Yeah, I did a lot of attraction recordings from this.
That Mickey's Philharmonic. That's a sneaky good show, man.
It is. I love the 3D stuff, and that's good.
Yeah, well, the way they incorporate all the classic movies into it, like Belle and Little Mermaid, and
absolutely, dude.
Yeah, for sure, buddy.
So that's what's on that one, and that gets me through 52 recordings from that trip, and I got 78. So I got a few more to go.
There you go.
I don't know if it's going to stretch all the way out to February of my next trip, but probably not.
Gosh, yeah, I know the.
I try to do an hour at a time of those recordings.
Yeah. So that's my next planned trip is in March with the kiddos. But we'll see if something else pops up for a long weekend or something.
I love it. I hear you.
I use those DVC points, man.
I know. I'm trying to get Mom to use our DVC points for our February trip. I got a reminder because now I think we can book 7-month window.
Yeah, probably so.
Because I think I'm in there. Yeah, I'm definitely in there now.
March. Yeah,
I'm in there now. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I thought about maybe doing another quick deal in November, like a cash visit or whatever, just to kind of on Thursday through Sunday at like Pop Century or something.
Good deal. Well, again, thanks a lot. Look for you'll see a invite to the Super Geek private Facebook group here in a few minutes.
Oh, no worries, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, sure. When does the trip report come out then? In a couple weeks? This one,
you've probably got 3 or 4 ahead of you.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, no worries.
Yep. I think you got 3. I think it's 3 ahead of you.
Yeah, about 3 weeks in.
Yep. All right, dude.
Thanks, man.
Have a great night. Thanks again. Bye.
Yep. Bye-bye.